Let's be real. Grocery stores in 2025 have mastered the art of making you think you're saving money, when really, you're not. You walk in with good intentions and a budget in mind, but behind every deal sign and bulk special is a carefully designed trap, made to drain your wallet without you even noticing. And here's the kicker. The worst offenders? They're not hidden in the back aisles or labeled as luxury items. They're front and center. The everyday foods you grab without a second thought, believing you just made a smart choice. But the truth is you didn't. In this video, I'm revealing 15 grocery store items that pretend to save you money, but don't. And number 1? It's in millions of kitchens right now, trusted by families to cut costs. Yet it might be the most expensive lie on the shelf. If you're tired of getting tricked and ready to shop with confidence, hit that like button to help this video reach more smart shoppers. And subscribe to Frugal Daily for honest, no sponsor tips to help you keep more of your money. No gimmicks, no brand deals, just the truth. Let's dive in. And fair warning, once you see this list, you might never look at grocery shopping the same way again. Number 15. Rotisserie-style chicken slices, deli packs. At first glance, they seem like a win. Pre-sliced seasoned chicken labeled as rotisserie style. Quick, convenient, and perfect for lunch, right? But peel back the label and you'll find something far less appetizing. Most of these packs aren't carved from fresh, whole cuts. They're made from bits and pieces, leftover scraps that have been mechanically pressed, shaped, and injected with salt, water, and artificial flavors to mimic real chicken. It's a food product built for shelf life and appearance, not quality. And here's the worst part. You're paying a premium for it. $7 or more for a few thin slices that fall apart, taste overly salty, and offer little nutritional value. What you're really buying is the illusion of health and convenience, dressed up in slick packaging. Meanwhile, smart shoppers are buying whole rotisserie chickens or cooking their own breasts at home. It takes minutes, saves money, and gives you twice the amount of actual meat, without the additives or mystery ingredients. In the long run, you're not just saving cash, you're choosing better food. Number 14. Value Pack Lunch. Meats, big packs, big savings. At least, that's what the label wants you to believe. Those oversized lunch meat packages stacked in the deli section seem like a bargain, especially when you're trying to feed a family. But take a closer look at the fine print. These value packs are often stuffed with preservatives, fillers, added water, and artificial flavorings, and contain far less real meat than you'd expect. You're not just buying protein, you're buying padding. And the deception doesn't end there. Once opened, these meats spoil quickly, often turning slimy or off-smelling before you're halfway through the package. That means you're tossing out both food and your hard-earned cash. Meanwhile, shoppers in the know are skipping the bulk packs and heading to the deli counter, or buying whole cuts and slicing them at home. The result? Fewer additives, better taste, longer shelf life, and in many cases, a lower cost per serving. Because saving money shouldn't mean settling for less. Number 13. Packaged instant rice or pasta sides. They sit there on the shelf, promising a quick and tasty side dish in just minutes. No measuring, no fuss. But that convenience comes with a hidden price. These instant rice and pasta packs often cost 3 to 4 times more per ounce than buying the basic ingredients yourself. What you're really paying for isn't the food. It's the packaging, the flavoring powders, and the illusion of saving time. Flip the packet over and you'll see what's inside. A heavy dose of sodium, artificial thickeners, preservatives, and cheese that's never seen a dairy farm. Meanwhile, a bag of bulk rice or pasta, combined with a few spices and real ingredients from your pantry, can make several meals for a fraction of the cost, and without the chemical cocktail. Smart shoppers skip the shortcuts, cook once, and stretch that effort into days of better meals. Because when you break it down, convenience shouldn't cost your health or your wallet. Number 12. Bottled smoothies. They're marketed as the ultimate healthy grab-and-go option, packed with fruits, vitamins, and energy. But most bottled smoothies are far from the health food they pretend to be. Look past the vibrant labels and wellness buzzwords, and what you'll usually find is a plastic bottle full of fruit puree, juice concentrate, and very little actual fiber. In reality, you're paying $4, sometimes more, for a sugar-loaded drink dressed up to look nutritious. And while it might feel like a smarter choice than soda, many bottled smoothies have just as much sugar and nowhere near the same satiety as a real meal or homemade blend. Frugal and health-conscious shoppers know better. A bag of frozen fruit, a banana, maybe some spinach or oats, blend it at home, and you'll get a cleaner, fresher, more filling drink for a fraction of the cost. No gimmicks, no fake health halos, just real ingredients and real value. Number 11. Flavored yogurts. They look innocent. Just a small cup of strawberry or vanilla yogurt, right? But don't let the size fool you. Most flavored yogurts are loaded with added sugar, artificial flavors, and thickeners designed to make them taste like dessert, not breakfast. And despite the health claims plastered on the label, you're not paying for quality dairy. You're paying for processed sweetness and clever branding. What's worse, these single-serve cups often cost significantly more per ounce than plain yogurt. That means you're spending extra for less nutrition and more additives. Smart shoppers keep it simple. They buy plain Greek yogurt, add fresh fruit, a drizzle of honey, maybe a sprinkle of cinnamon, and end up with something that's not only healthier but cheaper too. Ever been fooled by one of these so-called healthy yogurts? Let us know in the comments, or share your favorite homemade yogurt combo. Someone out there might thank you for the tip. Number 10. Single-serve cheese packs. String cheese, mini cubes, individually wrapped slices. They look harmless, even helpful. A quick snack for lunchboxes or busy days, right? But here's the truth most shoppers overlook. You're paying a massive markup for convenience. Ounce for ounce, these single-serve packs often cost twice as much as a regular block of cheese. And what are you really getting? The same product, just pre-sliced and wrapped in layers of plastic. It's a classic case of paying more for less. Sure, it saves you a minute in the kitchen, but over time it quietly chips away at your food budget. Frugal shoppers know better. They buy blocks of cheese, cut them into snack-sized portions, and store them in reusable containers. It takes just a few minutes, and the savings add up fast, without sacrificing taste or convenience. Have you made the switch from single-serve to DIY cheese snacks? Or found another smart swap that saves cash every week? Share it in the comments below. Your tip could help someone else stretch their grocery dollars a little further. Number 9. Bottled iced coffee. It looks sleek, stylish, and satisfying. Bottled iced coffee with bold branding and promises of premium roast or cold brew perfection. But flip that bottle around and take a closer look. Most of the time, you're shelling out $3 to $4 for something that's mostly water, sugar, and a weak splash of low-grade coffee. You're not paying for quality, you're paying for marketing and the illusion of sophistication. And here's the frustrating part. Making it at home is ridiculously easy. Brew a strong batch of coffee, let it chill, and flavor it to your taste. No preservatives, no syrups you didn't ask for, and a cost that's pennies per serving. Frugal coffee lovers already know the trick. Why pay $4 a bottle when you can make 4 bottles for the same price? If you've got your own iced coffee hack, or a homemade recipe that beats anything in a bottle, drop it in the comments below. Let's help each other save money without giving up the little things we love. Number 8. Healthy frozen breakfast bowls. They lure you in with buzzwords like high protein, keto-friendly, or low carb, promising a nutritious, hassle-free start to your day. But take a closer look at these frozen breakfast bowls, and you'll find a different story. Behind the healthy-sounding labels are highly processed ingredients, rubbery eggs, artificial cheese, and mystery meats, all held together with preservatives and loaded with sodium. And for what? A tiny portion that often costs 4 to 5 times more than making it yourself. Don't let the packaging fool you. These bowls are built for shelf life, not your health. Smart shoppers know that with just a few minutes of prep, you can cook and freeze your own breakfast bowls using real, whole ingredients for under $1 per serving. It's cheaper, cleaner, and actually filling. Ever tried making your own breakfast bowls at home? If you've got a favorite combo that beats the store-bought version, drop it in the comments. Let's build a breakfast list that's better for our wallets and our mornings. Number 7. Budget cereal bags. They're tucked away on the bottom shelf. Massive bags of off-brand cereal that scream value. At first glance, it feels like a smart move. More product, less packaging, lower price. But here's the catch. Many of these so-called budget cereals are stuffed with air, cheap grains, and a heavy dose of added sugar and dyes. The flavor? Bland at best. The nutrition? Practically non-existent. Even worse, the cost per ounce isn't always what it seems. When you do the math, these big bags often don't offer any real savings compared to store-brand boxed cereals or basic staples like oats. You're trading quality for the illusion of quantity. and your breakfast suffers for it. Ever grabbed one of these thinking you were getting a deal? Check the price per ounce next time, and share your favorite low-cost breakfast staple in the comments. You might just save someone else from another overpriced bag of disappointment. Number 6. Pre-marinated meats. This one catches a lot of shoppers off guard, and it's easy to see why. Pre-marinated meats look like a total win. They're already seasoned, neatly packaged, and promise to save you time in the kitchen. The labels shout, "Ready to cook," and the bold flavors make it feel like a gourmet option without the hassle. But what they don't tell you is this: you're not paying for quality meat. You're paying extra per pound for a mix of salt, water, preservatives, and artificial flavorings that make the package heavier and the meat look more appealing than it really is. Dig a little deeper, and it gets worse. These cuts are often the leftovers of the meat counter. Lower-grade, tougher pieces that wouldn't sell on their own. The marinade? It's not about flavor, it's about covering up imperfections. And when you cook it, that marinade usually burns, leaves your pan sticky, and gives you inconsistent results. In the end, you're left with a product that costs more, tastes worse, and delivers less real value than a simple, unseasoned cut you could have prepped yourself. Frugal home cooks know the difference. They buy fresh, season it at home in minutes, and get bold flavor without the added cost or mystery ingredients. Got a go-to marinade that always impresses? Share it in the comments. Let's help each other skip the overpriced shortcuts and cook smarter. Number 5. Grocery store. Granola. Granola wears a health halo that makes it feel like a smart, wholesome choice, especially when it's packaged in craft paper bags with words like natural, whole, or clean. But don't let the branding fool you. Most grocery store granola is anything but healthy. Flip the bag around and you'll likely find added sugars, cheap oils, artificial flavors, and ingredients that barely resemble what you'd use at home. And the price? Anywhere from $5 to $7 for a handful of glorified sweetened oats. The reality is, you're not paying for nutrition. You're paying for packaging and marketing. These blends may look artisanal, but the ingredient lists often tell a different story. Meanwhile, making your own granola at home is fast, simple, and gives you full control over the sweetness, fat content, and add-ins. You can make a week's worth in 10 minutes, and it'll cost a fraction of what the store charges. Number 4. Individual fruit cups. They look like a smart choice. Colorful, neatly sealed, and sitting right at eye level in the grocery aisle, individual fruit cups are marketed as the perfect solution for busy shoppers. No prep, no cleanup, just peel and eat. But here's the hard truth: you're not paying for fruit. You're paying for water, syrup, plastic packaging, and a hefty convenience markup that adds up fast. What's inside that little cup isn't as wholesome as it seems. Even the ones labeled in 100% juice or light syrup often contain added sugars and preservatives that strip away the very health benefits you think you're getting. Nutritionally, it's a poor trade-off. These fruit cups are often heat processed, meaning they lose a lot of the vitamins and enzymes found in fresh or frozen produce. You're basically left with sugar water and a few limp fruit chunks floating around. Compare that to a whole apple or a fresh banana. No packaging, no added junk, and double the nutrients for half the cost. And let's not forget the environmental impact of all that single-use plastic. It's wasteful both financially and ecologically. Frugal shoppers know the game. Instead of falling for the single-serve trap, they buy fruit in bulk when it's in season, take advantage of sales, and prep their own grab-and-go portions at home. A quick slice and a reusable container is all it takes to make a healthier, cheaper snack that actually feels like food. No fake syrup, no marketing gimmicks, just smart, intentional choices that stretch every dollar and fuel your body the right way. Number 3. Boxed snack cakes or mini pastries. They look like a bargain. Those neatly boxed snack cakes, mini donuts, and individually wrapped pastries lining the shelves. Just a few bucks for a box full of sweet treats, right? But here's the truth. These are some of the most overpriced, underwhelming junk foods in the entire grocery store. You're getting small portions, low-quality ingredients, and a heavy dose of preservatives and artificial flavors, all dressed up to look like a good deal. What makes it worse is how quickly the cost adds up. A couple boxes here, a few more next week, and suddenly you're spending way more than you realize for food that doesn't fill you up, fuel your body, or offer any real satisfaction. If you need a sweet fix, baking at home, or buying a full-size cake or pastry, And slicing it yourself not only saves money, but gives you more flavor and fewer chemicals. Number 2. Frozen fruit. Blends with extras. They sound like a healthy choice. Frozen fruit blends that promise convenience and nutrition in every scoop. But don't be fooled by the pretty packaging. When you actually check the ingredients, many of these blends are packed with extras that do more harm than good. Added sugars, sweetened yogurt chips, shredded coconut, or syrup-coated fruit that drive the price up and the nutritional value way down. Instead of getting a clean, whole food option, you're paying premium prices for a sugary snack masquerading as a health food. Frugal shoppers know better. They stick to plain frozen fruit, no additives, no fillers, just the essentials. It's cheaper by the bag, better for your body, and gives you complete flexibility whether you're making smoothies, oatmeal, or baking something from scratch. Caught off guard by one of these sneaky health blends before? Let us know in the comments and help someone else dodge the same trap. Number 1. Pre-cut produce. This one tops the list for a reason. Pre-cut fruits and vegetables are marketed as the ultimate time saver. Neat containers of sliced watermelon, chopped pineapple, or pre-diced onions, all ready to grab and go. But that convenience comes at a serious cost. You're often paying 2 to 3 times more per pound than you would for whole, uncut produce. And what most shoppers don't realize is that the clock starts ticking the moment that fruit or vegetable is cut. The flavor fades, the nutrients begin to break down, and the shelf life drops drastically, meaning more food waste and more trips back to the store. Beyond the inflated price tag and shorter freshness, you're also giving up control over portion size, quality, and what you're actually consuming. Those pre-packed tubs may include bruised or overripe pieces hidden beneath the surface, and they're usually wrapped in plastic that adds to your environmental footprint. In the end, you're left with a product that costs more, lasts less, and delivers a lot less value than it promises. 15 items you thought were saving you money, but were quietly emptying your wallet. Now that you know the truth, you've got the power to shop smarter, eat better, and hold on to more of your hard-earned cash. So let me ask you, which of these caught you off guard? Have you been tossing any of these into your cart, thinking they were budget-friendly? Or maybe you've spotted a different grocery item that pretends to be a deal but ends up draining your wallet. Drop your thoughts in the comments and help someone else avoid falling into the same trap. If this video opened your eyes or saved you from another wasted purchase, hit that like button. It helps more smart shoppers like you find this message. And if you're ready to stop overspending and start winning every time you walk into the store, subscribe to Frugal Daily and turn on notifications. We post weekly videos with honest, no-fluff tips to help you shop with confidence, stretch every dollar, and live better. Because in 2025, every choice matters. Thanks for watching. Now go out there and crush your next grocery run. You've got this.